The state of Assam is a hub of very complex biodiversity, and it falls under the category of Indo-Burma Biodiversity Hotspot. It indicates that the forests of Assam host a diverse forest flora composite, including a number of endemic species. Amongst this large number of rare and endangered species of high medicinal value have been discovered by the village medicine man during ancient times and was extensively used for different ailments from time immemorial. Later, scientists and taxonomists used their skills to explore and identify several important species carrying high medicinal value. Those are used for preparation of life-saving drugs at present, example, cancer, etc. Scientists from all over the world had a special focus towards the medicinal and aromatic plants of Assam due to their effectiveness as medicine and endemic character. The due importance was attributed to this medicinal and aromatic plants by the National Medicinal Plant Board (NMPB) Government of India since the year 2000 and its subsidiary bodies like State Medicinal Plant Board SMPB Assam of late for its ex situ and in situ conservation to prevent their extinction and creation of germplasm. First initiative was taken during the year 2005-2006 under the aegis of NMPB regarding conservation of rare medicinal and aromatic plants which are endemic of hill districts of Assam, viz. Karbi Anglong. Under the able leadership of Sri Jotindra Horma, IFS, the then silviculturist hills, a medicinal and aromatic plant garden was established at 5-kilometer point, Diphu, Karbi Anglong with a financial assistance of rupees 30 lakhs. The area selected was entirely infested by dense growth of obnoxious weeds such as Lantana camara. The area was not fit for access to general public as it was gradually converted to a hideout for the militants. Sri Horma and his team took a vow to convert this unproductive waste piece of land into a productive one by involving the local villagers of different tribes, viz. Garo, Karbi, Nepali and Dimasa, by motivating them to act upon for clearance of the site by allowing them for fishing and farming for their sustenance.
The Botanical Garden was built up under Silviculture Division and the DFO at that point was Sri Jotin Sharma. Under his reconnaissance, we have gathered various restorative plants which got a lot of acknowledgement between the mass. The accumulation was an extraordinary asset to the understudies from the science team for their examination work. So we are extremely happy with the accumulation of therapeutic herbs. Yet there is parcel to accomplish for its conservation. So we trusted on the off chance that the administration encouraged the prerequisite for its further maintenance. At that point, I am certain that we can have a greater amount of medicinal herbs in the gathering.
Initially, an area of 18 hectares was demarcated and necessary silvicultural operations were carried out to provide opportunities of vigorous growth to the selected species which was being undermined earlier by the weeds. Species like Korpur, Evomin in medicinal form, Dalmugra, Saulmugra for skin diseases, leprosy, etc., Ritha for hair shampoo, Giloy versatile medicinal plant, Gurmar anti-diabetic, passion fruits for mineral content, Bandar Kekua for Parkinson's disease, and many more are explicitly available in this garden. Several climber species, as mentioned above, have also been added to the plant diversity of the garden. Gradually, with the regular hard work, monitoring by the team comprising Mr. Muzumdar, FR, Bibison Togbi, FR1, etc., led by Sri Jotindra Horma, silviculturist, working as the principal investigator of the NMPB project, the area was transformed into a beautiful forest. With the help of subsequent funding by the Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council, Sri Jotindra Sharma, silviculturist, identified number of plots of 1 to 2 hectare area each for carrying out experiments on the propagation of species like Hogunilota, Hotmul, Harpogandha, Ghila, Korobir, Norohingho, Monisal, Kathalu, Ramtulokhi, Nefapu, Korfur, Bandor Piola, Kola Halodhi, Monipuri Sim, Brozanoli, Dalseni, Bogizamuk, Bel, Salmugra, Topoguti, Bohomthuri, Gozapipoli, Frikangnek, Esari Moina. It has been an excellent teamwork and focus from the team headed by the silviculturist that now the garden has grown into a germplasm of several important medicinal and aromatic plant species of 50 hectare area. While by now a substantial time of 15 years have elapsed, the fate of the garden has been left at the mercy of nature as the required attention for its development is found wanting. In this state of affairs, the garden needs immediate attention for its maintenance and an adequate financial support expected from the authority to revive its past glory and sustain the productivity in the form of genetic resources, forest ecosystem services, aesthetic services, and educational utility for the researchers and future citizens of our country.
The medicinal and herbal garden at Diphu, it is one of its first of its kind in Assam, and basically it was initiated with the funding of 30 lakhs from National Medicinal Plants Board, and converting into a fallow land into a germplasm bank. It is a very good initiative taken by Mr. Jatindra Sharma, who had taken a lot of initiative, taking a lot of indigenous species, putting there, which is now a flagship park, you can say, for the researchers, for the students, for the college students, those who can go there, who can see, who can understand, who can have well knowledge about what is a real aromatic and medicinal plant at Diphu. So I wish all the best, whatever has been converted now, starting from a scrap to a medicinal plant garden. I wish them to go much more beyond that and try to have some sort of indigenous, more and more species, which will give a basic focus to our future generation.
In the year 2005-2006, our herbal garden was first begun under Silviculture Division. The then DFO was Jotin Sharma. The all-out region of this herbal garden was 10 hectare, which was further progressively reached out to 2 more hectare. Adding a complete hectare of 22, our botanical garden secured 10 hectare under 5 kilometer territory. We had a wide scope of types of medicinal plants and herbs. The then DFO sir had put heaps of exertion for this. Sri Anil Kumar Mujumdar was the range officer and I was the subordinate staff. Around then, when we began the herbal garden, it was an enormous wilderness without any streets and different sorts of herbs could be found. We protected each species and set up an illustrative plot. In 2012, I was transferred from the herbal garden, and from that point, for around 5.5 years, there was no upkeep of the garden, for which a considerable lot of the species vanished alongside. There has been tremendous loss of the valuable types of the garden. The herbal garden lost its appeal just because of absence of upkeep. I acknowledge and welcome our conservator sir, Sri Jotin Sharma, for his drive to restore our herbal garden once more.